this part of the program, what we do is we explore in what we call the winning call. What are we going to do in the first few moments of interaction, particularly on the phone, although it can certainly happen live or at a networking event or even at a meeting. What are we going to do in the first few moments so that we can deliver an elevator pitch that's well-crafted and polished and designed to get one response, which is curiosity? How can we inspire curiosity with people we have just met? That's our charter. So again, like most of the things that we do with our programs, we're not really getting into methodology here. We're not talking about why people buy or how people behave or what they're looking for from their sales professional when they meet them. This is purely around the techniques and the tactics required that every rep faces on every single sales call when asked the question, so what is it that you people do? If you don't have a polished answer that's designed to not only take in the right language and take in the right verbiage and then take in the right benefit statements and the right idea of value, and not just about things like pain, which we're so accustomed to in sales and selling pain, but also identifying where's the pleasure and where's the upside and what can this person get excited about. How do we take all of these requirements and thoughtfully craft it into 30 or 45 seconds? Well, that's what we're going to do in this program. Not only understand how elevator pitches should work and what this winning call moment looks like, but really get into the specifics on how to write one. And write one for us that works for us on the phone or live or in front of people. And the one that works for ultimate end users, but also ones that work for potential executives or maybe executive assistants or gatekeepers that are keeping access from us. Because it's very likely we're going to have a variety of elevator pitches that we need in our arsenal. There's a wonderful book that I talk a lot about in some of the programs by a man named Frank Betchker, who wrote a book on selling back in the 1930s. And his belief, and I shared this with him, is that there's nothing more critical than the first moment you have interaction with a prospect or customer. That moment is probably going to dictate how that relationship is going to end. Now, I don't mean to pretend for one moment that your customer is going to decide to buy from you within 15 seconds of meeting. They won't. They will certainly decide to not buy from you in the first 15 seconds of that first moment. And that's what we're trying to avoid, a bad 15-second moment. How do we put our best foot forward? And the elevator pitch is a huge part of it. And understanding that brief period, however small it might be in the sales process. Most deals die after the first meaningful interaction with a prospect. Those are statistics. And we need to embrace it. We need to understand why. So just like the other things that we talk about, this blend of art and science, we'll get into the science on how to construct an elevator pitch so it works. And we'll get into the artistry on how to be creative enough with language and linguistics so we're more persuasive when we actually give it. And ultimately, you're left with a very powerful tool. The ability to answer the question, what do you do in such a way that has that person nod their head and say, yeah, all right, I'll give you 5 more minutes.
Energetic, enthusiastic, inspiring.
He knows there's not one single way to do things.
Articulate, driven, very engaging, very lively. I learned a lot.
Different, not only is delivery, but it's not some kind of sales process or methodology. It's real tactics that you can use right away.
Jeff is the most dynamic trainer I've ever been around. Jeff's ability to decipher information and use the right words and distill it in a way that audiences get and they want to do something with it, he's the best.
I'm really excited to try some of this stuff out because I can't imagine it doing anything other than boosting my results considerably.
You can take what he says and apply it to the work that you do. It's tools that you can bring back.
It makes you want to go out and sell, and when you come from a timid place of not feeling completely comfortable about making a cold call, being able to walk out of there with confidence in one day speaks volumes to the person.